Likely, if you've been asked to go to an assessment centre, you've also been asked to prepare a presentation. It's quite common in these assessment centres. They're going to give you a brief beforehand and they're saying, we want you to prepare this presentation. You go to the assessment centre and you present this presentation to the assessors and they mark you on it. So in this video, I'm going to go into exactly how to make this presentation for the assessment centre.
About presentation, okay, so this is something a lot of people overthink, okay, the presentation of it, okay. I don't want to see any transitions. We all know from year 2 PowerPoint, we did the vortex transition. That's what the transition everyone did, right? No transitions. You don't want to be going on to PowerPoint and don't even go on the design tab and clicking on the wooden one that everyone's seen a million times before, okay? Don't do that. The presentation needs to be nothing crazy. This is how you want to present everything you're doing. Is literally a title for each slide and then some bullet points. That is it. On PowerPoint, it is the title and content. That's the slide template it's called. It's title and then bullet points. So maybe if you have an image, it's to content, I think it's called, where you have a title, bullet point, and then an image next to it. That's all you want. Okay, don't go fancy with the designs. Don't start doing black backgrounds or red backgrounds or anything like that. It's completely irrelevant because here's the thing, 80-20 rule. You might have heard of the 80-20 rule. So you basically want to spend 80% of your time on the most important tasks and then 20% of the time on all the less necessary stuff, okay? So I don't want you sitting there, when you make this presentation, being okay, first of all I need to work out what design I'm going to do, and then you flick through, because that's how you end up procrastinating. That is how procrastination happens, is because you end up just doing pointless things for no reason that is completely irrelevant. Okay, because you start first of all working out which design, this design isn't perfect, I need to change this bit, okay, which sort of font do I want to use, but that's completely irrelevant. You don't need, I see it with CVs as well, just throw it out there, CVs, you don't need anything crazy, you don't need any blue templates where they have lines and ribbons and stuff. My CV is literally all Calgary light, black, size 12, and I bold the title. That's all it is. I haven't used a template, I haven't used anything crazy. I've literally just typed out in Word. Same with the PowerPoint on these presentations. I literally just use the white. The white and the black. Click here to add title. I click there to add title and I add my title. And I just go new slide. I just go title and content, and do it like that. It needs to be nothing fancy because otherwise you're going to spend your time on the presentation and the quality of the actual quality of the content isn't going to be very good, because you've spent so much time on the presentation. So first of all, I'd recommend just scripting out everything in a Word document, okay? Just write down everything you want to write down, these are everything I want to cover on these bullet points, these are the skills I can add in, these are the values I can add in. Write it all down in a Word document. Then you need to transfer it to a PowerPoint. This is where no design, you just use the white thing and you go title and content, and then you just put all of that in, and it's as simple as that, and then it's done, okay? Because presentations are a lot of work, and I'm going to explain that in a second when I explain how you practice it and all that sort of thing. It's a lot of work. You don't have time to spend 3 days deciding what the design is. Okay, so put it in there, no transitions, no animations of each bullet point. In all the presentations I did, I think I included one animation, and that was because I needed it, because I needed to show the first bit of information before the second bullet point. But every other slide, I just had everything coming up at once. I didn't even have fade transition. I just had cut, go, because it doesn't matter. Title and content is important, because we're not in year 4 anymore, year 7 anymore, where they ask you to do a class presentation and you just type it up in Word, copy and paste it into a text box on PowerPoint, and then just read it off the board like that, right? Because straight away you've lost so many marks there for presentation skills and communication skills. It doesn't look professional at all. It's like they're interviewing a child or something. You need to do this professionally, and that is bullet points. Bullet pointing the key points for each thing. So sure, you can know what you're going to say, but don't put it on the PowerPoint, okay? The PowerPoint is not just a block of text. It's literally 5 couple word bullet points to sort of summarize where you're going in that slide. Title, couple of bullet points. Next slide, title, couple of bullet points. So it sort of should be, as you're speaking, they can sort of follow along which bullet point they need to refer to, but they don't have to read the bullet point or anything, because they can just understand what you're doing, what you're saying. They're just using the bullet point as a guide, okay? So that is how you present it. No design, title, and then a few short bullet points, literally not even 2 sentences. I'm saying each bullet point is 5 words, 5 or 4 words maximum for each one. And then images are good, just maybe an image on the side to help illustrate what you're saying here.
So this is actually a clip of the ultimate presentation guide. It's a 45-minute video which I filmed, which goes into much more detail about how to succeed in your presentation. If you want access to that, and on top of that, access to example presentations, real presentations that got me offers from AstraZeneca, Bentley, JLR, and Rolls-Royce, as well as other videos on the group exercise, the case study. On top of that, mock group exercise, mock interviews, everything. All of this is in one place. It is the Apprenticeship Insider program. You can get access to all of these things I've just mentioned. It is the top link in the description. Check that out now.